What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with Jesse W. And today, oh boy, GME, AMC, absolute insanity, taking big profits along the way. Check it out. Let's go ahead and start jumping into this lesson. So now this recap, first the recap on AMC. Guys, AMC. On January 14th, right here, I knew that was January 14th because I remember when we bought. This AMC came down here and double bottomed off of that $2 range. Right in here on January 14th, I came out on Twitter and in chat, and I think I even did a live stream at some point and mentioned, AMC, I'm buying some YOLO calls. Right? That's what I said. I'm buying some YOLO calls. I said what calls they were. Right? I gave me plenty of time because I thought AMC could get back up to 10 bucks. That was my thought process. I thought AMC could get back up to 10 bucks, but I did not think that AMC would get back up to 10 bucks inside of a week. I thought it'd take at least a couple months. So I bought contracts way far expiration date. Bought $3 strikes, okay? I bought $3 strikes right here, and I was pounding the tables on this day. I was pounding the tables on this day. I was pounding the tables on this pullback here, telling people, AMC, do not sleep on it. AMC can be at $4, $5 in the blink of an eye, and that's already a big move. Excuse me, that's already a big move. I said to everybody, including some of my friends, everybody on Twitter, my take profits on AMC are $5, $7, and my final take profit is 10 bucks. Those were my sell targets. Okay, I took some profits off on AMC on this day right here when we couldn't get up over $5. I took some profits off there. I actually had some calls, some shorter dated calls that I bought on this day, and I added some on this day, and I took those off that same day for a small gain. But from my calls that I bought down here, I took 50% of them off in front of $5. I regret selling so much that day. I really do, obviously. So much so that yesterday I said to everyone, if we break, and I told my friends again, if we break over $5 tomorrow, that being today, and we pull back in and hold $5, I'm going to buy more calls. I'm going to buy more calls on AMC here in front of $5 if $5 holds support. Why? It's simple. Look at the chart. $5 has been big time resistance. Here, 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 here. You know, $5 is big time resistance. So if we held that, I thought the squeeze to $7 and change would be imminent. It'll be a for sure. And then I was going to take some profits off there and hold on to the rest, looking for the move to 10 bucks. 10 bucks. Look at this area back here. 10 bucks. And I was going to get flat right then and there. I really was. That was it. That was my final target. 10 bucks right there. However, what happened today? AMC gapped up from $5 and change yesterday's close. I think yesterday's close was $5.09. And guys, we hit a high a day of $20.36. Not only that, in pre-market, AMC almost hit 26 bucks. I was mad that it made that move in pre-market because I knew that would mean that when the bell rang, we would get this kind of drop right here. We will get this kind of drop right here. And sure enough, we did get that drop. Now, where did I take profits off on my contracts? Well, I had 50% of my contracts left. I tried to take profits off immediately here at the bell on a portion of my contracts. What happened at that point in time? Well then, E-Trade, Charles Schwab, Robinhood, who else? Thinkorswim, you know, TD. I heard that Lightspeed, every single broker that I can name off the top of my head was having issues. I don't know about Lightspeed and what issues they were having directly, but I know Charles Schwab wouldn't let you log in. Okay, when I was logged in, because I did day trade AMC in pre-market, we'll go over that one. When I finally did log in to Charles Schwab, I was in. Sorry, the bell rang. I looked at the calls. I looked at the options chain. There was nothing. There was plenty of open interest, no volume. Zero volume, literally zero volume, no contracts traded. I logged into Robinhood where I actually had those calls and no contracts traded. Zero, nothing was moving. Okay, I was streaming on YouTube Live. A subscriber there told me E-Trade. Nothing was printing on the options chain. Guys, for minutes on end, not a single contract was printing. That was terrible. I was so mad. I was so mad at that point in time that I just couldn't, I couldn't get my head around it. I couldn't get my head around it. I was extremely disappointed in that action. Why? Because had I been able to take profits off up there, I would have booked myself easily $6,000. Easily. On just half of what I had. I'm kind of happy I sold the other half the other day because I would be even more mad had I not been able to book, what, $12,000? So finally, sometime around here, the options chain started working, okay? And I was able to take some profit off up there on a portion of my position, making that alone almost an 800% gain. So that was a real nice take profit. And then right in here, it all went to garbage again. You couldn't get out. I was still unable to log back into Charles Schwab. It was a disaster. It was a disaster. Such a mess. Finally, somewhere in here, I remember it now because this obscene looking candle right in there, we got the chains working again and I was able to exit the rest of my contracts. Something that made me extremely mad as well because look at the run up. Missed out on a ton of potential gains on those last remaining contracts and still wound up with a real nice day, okay? I also took a day trade on AMC right in here as we broke above VWAP here and held it. I got long in here. Some shares sold on the push up here to $17 and change. Held on to some looking for a push up to 20. Didn't get it. Sold out of the rest right in here, okay? Then we had this bounce off of VWAP. I got back in AMC via calls, very tiny size, got in right there and was trying to see if we can get back above, this pivot of 18 to make a push to $20 on calls. Now, what did I do with my calls here? I entered this Friday's expiration, the 29th. Okay, I entered those expiration calls. I entered the $9 strikes, the only ones that were available that I could see on Charles Schwab's chain. They had, lesser or more in the money call options available. I wanted some $20 calls, but they didn't exist on the Charles Schwab. I don't know what's going on there. So I bought the $9 ones, and I thought we could get a push back up to 20. We didn't get it. I sold out of it right here. This was a very nice wedge formation that we had going here. And when we broke underneath it, I stopped out of it. I literally gave back 1% or just less than 1%. Less than 1% of my day's profit I gave back on that little trade there. Why? Because I managed my risk tremendously. I didn't want this to give back too much profit. I was already mad on the day. It took me a while to cool down. I had to step away from my computer, okay, to calm my head because I was furious. Yes, I'm up very nicely on the day, up over $2,000 on the day, okay, very nice. But you know what it is to wake up knowing you have $6,000 there and you're trying to grab it and you can't because brokers are playing games? It really, it doesn't set you up for a good mindset for the rest of the day. So because of that, I did not trade this little rebound, which I told the guys in chat about. Okay, I didn't trade that. I didn't trade this rebound here. I didn't trade any of the setups that I mentioned in chat for quick trades. I didn't trade them because I wasn't in the right mindset. And that is something that you learn as you become disciplined and mature as a trader. I knew myself and I knew I wasn't in the right headspace, so I didn't take any trades until here and here on AMC. Now, other trades that I went over GME here. This GME, before it pushed up to new highs, I told everybody, watch for a pullback here, that 230 area, and we might get a test of highs again. Sure enough, that worked out beautifully. I did not trade that there at that moment. because I was still watching AMC and I was still trying to calm the nerves from being so mad. But that one worked out beautifully right there on GME. Now, why did this happen on GME and on AMC? Simple. Too many shorts piled on in, manipulating the market, and retail traders who have social media available to them started to see these opportunities and they just started to buy. Created a FOMO effect, kind of like a snowball going down a mountain, and you got the squeeze of all squeezes, right? And then what happens? What happens after the squeeze formulates? Well, retail traders start to make bank. And then you get things like this today. Check this out. Let me show you real quick, see if I can nab it. I'm going to show you exactly what these brokers are doing right now. Let me see if we can get that up here. So here's my Twitter, guys. If you don't follow me on Twitter, make sure you check it out at Jesse_W33. And I wonder if my tweet was removed. Wonder if the tweet was removed. Either way, here's a little example of when we called this out. You know, here's proof. Proof is in the pudding, right? This is one of my followers. I called it out on the 14th of January. He bought in, added on the 15th, under $2. Everybody was out there talking about, oh, AMC at 350, oh, AMC at 4, oh, AMC at 5. Like they're beating their chest, calling it out like, oh, they did this giant thing. Look, the reality is we called this out here, the daytraderchatroom.com, at 223 average that my boy got in here, just 464 shares. And my man took profits along the way. And I think he booked near $10,000. Ridiculous. I can't find that other tweet. Look, it looks like my tweet was removed. They don't like it, huh? I'm gonna retweet that sucker later. These brokers are putting restrictions on GME and AMC trading, and they're hiding it under the disguise that they're trying to protect you. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not trying to protect you. They're not trying to protect. They're trying to protect their own pockets is who they're trying to protect. All right? That's what they're trying to protect. So honestly, I hope these squeezes continue. And what I'm going to do is on GME, I'm going to watch and see once we get some backside weakness, because when we get backside weakness, eventually it'll come. We're going to write this down via puts to $100. And then we'll probably write it right back down here to 20 or $30. But you got to wait for the backside weakness, which I don't think it's in place yet, guys. I think that these brokers, all they did today was make retail traders even more mad. And a mad populace, that's not going to be nice. That's not going to be pretty for them. It's not going to be pretty for these brokers. So let's see what happens, guys. But today's lesson, you know, primarily waiting for good opportunities, and then making sure if you're not in the right mindset to trade, you don't trade and you wait until you're calm, cool, and collected. And if you are, then you can partake in more profitable trades. Here, let me show you where I traded AMC in the pre-market. I barely ever trade pre-market, but the volume was so great in pre-market that I couldn't resist not taking a small trade on it. And where did I trade AMC? I traded AMC right here on this bounce attempt. Boom. And I kind of missed out on this run up, obviously, but it's okay. I traded this little bounce right here, took a few points, and made some profits on the day. Then I traded it in regular hours, right? Let me get rid of pre-market. Let's zoom this in, right in here. You know, we held that VWAP, got it in the 15s, and sold it throughout all the way up to over $17 and booked another nice green trade. Not to mention that swing trade from down here, taking profits off up here. So guys, it's a win-win-win, and took a small little loss on the rest of it. Still a huge day. Everyone's done great in the chat room. Congratulations to all of you. And let's end this week off strong. All right, guys, so that's it for today. Let me know how you did. Drop it in the comment section below for me. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and comment in the comment section below. And I'll catch you on the next one.